What's up, King? In this video, I'm going to be diving pretty deep, and this is something that might resonate with you. Maybe you're going through a breakup, or maybe you're earlier in your dating journey and you've never really had a serious relationship, but you can avoid some of the mistakes that I made and avoid a lot of the pain that I went through. Because this video is going to break down the darkest moments of my life and how they shaped me to become the man I am today. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Hunter from Wingman Plus. I'm a dating coach for men, and I help guys level up, increase their confidence, meet their dream girl, and become the best version of themselves. And the reason I can do that is because I've been through that journey myself. I think I'm in a really healthy, happy, and abundant place in my life right now, but that wasn't always the case. A younger Hunter went through a pretty bad breakup, bro. I was dating the girl of my dreams, a girl so beautiful. I never really felt worthy of dating her. At that time in my life, she was my first priority. I put her above all of my own needs because I just didn't want to lose her, bro. So me and this girl, we ended up dating for a total of 4 years. And I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with her. She was beautiful, funny, had a really good family that I got along with. She checked like all the boxes at the time that I would have for a serious relationship. And then one day, out of the blue, 4 years in, when I was like thinking about, marrying her, having a house, having a family with her, I got a text. It said, "Hunter, I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry, but we're breaking up." I tried to call her and she didn't pick up. I tried to call her for a few days and she ended up blocking my number. I tried to call her mom and she blocked my number too. And man, I was in a dark place, bro. This is a girl that I'd poured 100% of my energy and my love into. It got to the point where there was things I wanted to do in life that I put on the back burner just so I could spend more time with her and making her happy. I lost like all my friends because of this relationship because I was always spending time with her. I had like no fitness because she didn't go to the gym, so neither did I. And my career suffered too. Like I didn't really take school or work that seriously because I just wanted to spend time with her all day, every day, on all my spare time. I put 100% of my life into this woman for 4 years, and out of nowhere, she dumped me, bro, over text. And like ghosted me too. And like the word heartbroken doesn't even begin to describe the level of pain that I went through. Because not only was I heartbroken, but I was confused. I didn't understand why we broke up. Like she never really gave me a reason. I was young, I was naive. I thought our relationship was perfect, but obviously it wasn't. She wasn't happy with me and she left me. But what really cut me deep was about a week or two later, my friends showed me her Instagram and she posted a photo with her and another guy at a hockey game. And if you're not Canadian, maybe you're American, it's like the equivalent of like going to an NFL game. Like it's a pretty big deal, okay? If a guy takes a girl to a hockey game, it's a pretty serious date in Canada. It blew my mind. I was like, what? Like, who is this guy? Why is the girl of my dreams with another dude and like his arm is around her and she's smiling and she looks so happy with him? Like in my mind, she was still my girlfriend. After 4 years, I still felt like that was my woman, What's crazy is that his face was familiar. I had seen it before. So a few months before we broke up, she got a job, like a cool government job, paid really, really well. And she started playing in like a softball league with all these other government employees. And around that time, I saw that she was adding like new people on Instagram, and he was one of them. But this guy was a lot older. He was like 10 years older than her. And I thought nothing of it at the time. I was like, oh, it's probably just a coworker, whatever. And then she started adding all of his friends on Instagram, and like they didn't work together. And they would always go out for drinks after their softball games. And like I know family, friends would come out for drinks with them all after, but I never got an invite. And I always said like, yo, I'd love to come meet all your coworkers and meet your friends. And she's always like, oh no, it's okay. Like I'm probably just gonna go really quick and then leave. So she never really invited me out. And it turns out, in the later stages of my relationship with her, seems like this guy had been planting seeds and kind of working his way in. Basically, long story short, bro, he stole my girl. And based on the fact that she like dumped me and felt no need to tell me why or even get on a call or like meet up with me after 4 years. And like a week later, she's like posting him on her main feed on Instagram. Kind of says it all, bro. Pretty much my girlfriend dumped me for another dude. They were probably dating while I was with her. And that cut me like a knife, bro. That was probably the lowest moment in my entire life. And I didn't know how to cope with it. It sent me down a nasty spiral of mental health, depression, anxiety, just feeling like I wasn't enough. I wasn't adequate as a man. I wasn't deserving of love. And maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you felt that too. It's probably the worst feeling a man can feel. I didn't know how to cope with it, man. I was so depressed. I started drinking heavily by myself at my house during the day, during the night, like all the time. I even had thoughts of like ending it, bro. I was like, what's the point of life? Like I had my entire life planned out with that girl and now she was gone. And since I'd spent 4 years pouring myself into her, I thought, well, now what? Like my entire purpose in life was taken away from me and I have nothing. I literally had nothing, bro. And it took me a while. It took me like months and months and months to even just like leave the house and reach back out to my friends and be like, bro, can we hang out again? Do you still like me or like you hate me now? Because we just haven't really chilled in a really long time, you know? And luckily enough, my buddies took me back. I got back into like playing music, which I always loved. I was like playing in a band with my friends. And that was like a really good way for me to cope. Music's like a really good way to express yourself and like get your emotions out. So I was playing in like some punk bands, you know, playing some emo music, which really like helped me out with that. Another thing I'd always wanted to do was jujitsu. Like my whole relationship when I was with her, I was obsessed with UFC and I always thought to myself, I always want to do jujitsu, but like it's in the evenings and that's usually when we hang out. And she would always say like, oh, you should go. But then like when I would tell her, okay, I'm going to go sign up, she'd give me a look like, really? You're not going to hang out with me tonight? Like it's kind of like manipulating me into not doing jujitsu. So yeah, a few months after my breakup, I started doing jujitsu, something I'd always wanted to do. And at first, bro, I sucked. I was going there and like scrawny guys, smaller than me, even girls were like choking me out, bro. And a lot of guys have like a big ego when they go to jiu-jitsu. They quit pretty quick because no one wants to be strangled by someone weaker than them. But for me, like, because my mental health was so bad, I already felt like so weak mentally that didn't even bug me at all. I actually kind of enjoyed it. Like I kind of enjoyed the pain of like going home after training jiu-jitsu, my whole body hurting and just like not even being able to move for the day after because my legs are just so exhausted. In a messed up way, I kind of became like addicted to pain at that time. Addicted to the struggle, addicted to the hardship that I was going through. Even with school too. I thought to myself like, man, I hate doing math, I hate studying, but I kind of enjoyed like the suffering of like staying up all night, reading my textbooks, doing my economics homework, grinding. And I think part of the reason I enjoyed putting myself through these hardships is because I spent 4 years on like easy mode. Like I literally didn't do anything but hang out with one girl for 4 years. We did nothing, bro. We just went for ice cream and watched movies and hooked up for like 4 years. It's funny, like I thought my purpose in life was taken away from me, but in fact, like this breakup actually revealed that I had no purpose in life. So I went out and I started finding that purpose. I was playing in a band and I loved expressing myself that way. I started to get really, really good at jiu-jitsu. I got my blue belt after like a year and a half, and then 2 years into my jiu-jitsu journey, I won a tournament. I won 2 gold medals at blue belt, which like was a huge accomplishment for me. I started traveling, training with like top jiu-jitsu athletes all around the world. I graduated university with a 93% average in economics, which was insane. And I even took a part-time job at Victoria's Secret just to put myself out there. I didn't even know they hired guys. Like I applied as a joke and they hired me because they needed someone to like lift the heavy boxes of bras in the back room. I felt like I was making up for lost time. I felt like I was trying to fit 4 years of inaction into every single day of my life. And the result of that is that I made insane gains across the board in ways that I never knew that I could. I got a killer job with the top bank in Canada right out of school. My social skills were insane from working at Victoria's Secret, just talking to beautiful women every single day. I knew that I could walk into any room or any bar on earth and probably beat the crap out of 99% of the guys there. I felt like everything was coming together. What's funny is that guy that she broke up with me with, they actually got engaged right around the time that I started peaking and hitting all these accomplishments. And it took me for like a wild roller coaster ride of emotions. It took me right back into that dark place. But I thought to myself, like, man, I'm so lucky that I'm not the guy that's being engaged to that girl, because all she really did was tear me down and take me off my purpose. And I don't think she had malicious intentions. Part of a woman's role in a relationship is to make her man comfortable, make him happy, right? And she knew that me spending time with her made me very happy. It made me very comfortable. But the byproduct of that is that I had literally no ambition, no motivation, no purpose in life. Like, my life was literally going nowhere. And thinking back, it's probably the reason she dumped me for an older dude who had a cool car, he had a condo, he had a good career, he had everything going for him, right? Because like, that guy probably went through the same stuff I was going through at some point in his life, right? He probably had to put in a bunch of work to get to where he was in life. Taught me a super valuable life lesson, man. As men, you can love it, you can hate it as much as you want. We are viewed for our motivation, our passion, and our success. And you might not be the most successful guy right now, but women are still gonna be attracted to you if they see that motivation. They see that you're on the path to success. And unfortunately for me, back when I was going through this breakup, I wasn't motivated. I wasn't on a path to success. And looking at her situation, bro, I can see why she dumped me, man. I was a loser. It's probably the reason that I went through so much depression and hardship because of that breakup, because it forced me to confront the fact that I was an absolute loser. And instead of investing all of that love and all of that energy into just one woman, I finally had the opportunity in life to invest all of that into myself. And in a very short period of time, my life became epic, bro. I was crushing it. I was making great money. I had an amazing circle of friends. I had the confidence to walk up to any girl at any bar and say what's up and probably make out with her, get her number. It's funny, there's this analogy where, you know, sometimes when life drags you back, you've got to think of it like you're an arrow and life is the bow. You know, it's drawing you back so it can launch you forward. And when you're in that deep, dark moment where life is dragging you down, it's very hard to look at life that way. And I've been there, bro. It sucks. But I promise you, if you just invest all of your energy and your passion just into yourself, literally just become selfish and do the stuff that you want to do, you'll become so resilient. You'll become so confident. You'll become a man that every woman wants to be with. I'm not even trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to like say like, yo, I'm the top G and all these girls want to hook up with me. I'm just saying, bro, like, I'm living proof that that's real. So if you're going through a tough time right now, bro, life's dragging you down, I feel you. I'm here for you. I'm here to be your wingman. Focus on yourself for a while, King. Focus on developing your finances, your fitness, and your social skills, your relationship skills. One of the best ways I found to do that while I was going through this journey and starting to level up and putting myself back out there with women was dating apps, because it allows you to get experience talking to women online, right? And it gives you time to think about responses over text rather than, say, cold approach where you're put in front of a girl, you don't have a ton of confidence yet, and you're like a stuttering mess trying to impress her and trying to think of something to say, right? That's why I created the online dating cheat code, because we've got a Discord community where if a girl sends you a tough text and you don't know what to say, you literally just throw a screenshot up in there, and we've got like 300 guys that will instantly tell you, bro, say this. And the cool thing is, a lot of the guys in the online dating cheat code in this community, they're in there because they resonated with my story. They're going through something that I went through and that you might be going through too. So if you are looking to level up, find a community of like-minded guys, put yourself out there, level up your social skills, your dating life, your confidence. Click the link down in the description of this video. Join the online dating cheat code. Me, my team, and all my fellow wingmen are in there to support you, bro. Because we've all been in your shoes and we're here to support you and help you level up in your journey. Thanks for listening to my story, bro. It wasn't easy to open up about this, but I hope that my pain and me sharing this story helps you out. I went through years and years of trial and error figuring out my life on my own. And I don't want any guy to have to go through that too. I wish I had a wingman in my corner when I was going through this. And I'm happy to be a wingman for you. So thanks for watching the video. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on this video if you found this insightful. And feel free to open up in the comments, bro. Whatever you're going through, I'm here to support you. I know everyone else in the comments is here to support you too. So drop some love, maybe drop some hardship. Let me know what's going on in your life, bro. Much love.